Okay, so
Yeah.
this one, this one annoying. Ah, okay, maybe it works. Okay, hi guys.
Oh, but
Today I will introduce you to uh, calculation monster. So because I'm quite lazy today, so I will show you my student who will teach you calculation, because you know I can calculate, but it's way more impressive to see it from my students. So this is Alex, and his calculation skill is uh, way better than mine. So I always criticize his moves, but computer always proves he's right and I am wrong. Okay, do you want to say something to our people?
um, I don't have much to say. I hope I can explain things well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. I know you are more skillful on the chessboard than uh, on the camera, but you're great on the camera too, so no worries.
Okay. I'll share my screen here. Okay. I'll start with bullet game.
Okay, okay, whatever you think is better, but explain why.
Yeah. Starting with a bullet game just to refresh my mind. Actually, I'll start with a puzzle racer. Um, that's usually what I do to just get my mind running. Okay. Oh, I'm a bit rusty.
You know, your mouse skill is great.
Ah, okay. Ah, shoot. Okay. All right. I think I'm warmed up now.
Yeah, but wait, I have a question. Why did you play King G6? Like King G7 didn't win? King G6 is right, yeah.
Where?
I mean, my intuition was, well, just play King G7 and King E5, H4, King G4. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you played better than me. Yeah,
Um,
this one.
this one.
Yeah. King G6 is right move. Yeah, otherwise King 5. Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking King G7 is enough, but King G6 is right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
You see, guys, he's much better than me, even in the end games.
All right. Maybe I'll have a quick bullet game.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it will be pretty bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played Bullet in a bit. Okay. Alright, this isn't too scary for me. Ah, okay. Alright. It looks like I can probably take here.
Wow,
Okay.
great game. But notice you created too many tactical weaknesses, especially in bullet game. It's
Yeah.
unacceptable. You should care about your pieces more. Like you really put two bishops on one diagonal, and the shortcut in the opening when he played BB5 with idea BC6. If you want to play very quickly, you can just sacrifice this pawn. Like allow him to take bc6, bc, rook takes c6. I mean at the end, and you are doing great then. Just put your pieces on active positions. No need to play bd7, play be6, and prepare your position to sacrifice the pawn and for the pieces activities and bishop pair. You always will have amazing compensation and very simple moves. I mean, for the bullet, it's just a dream to get pieces activity, bishop pair, not only for bullet, for classical chess too. And yeah, it's just
So
model of the game. Like you, after he plays bb5, you no need to knight h5 of course instead of rook a8, but even after bb5 you just understand, okay, I just can sacrifice this pawn on c6, no problem. Allow him to take bc6, allow him to play knight a4, knight c5, whatever he wants, rook c1, rook c6, but you activate your pieces.
okay.
Yeah, I guess it would be
Alright,
great.
so now move on to puzzles.
Okay, that's already something really cool.
Just move this here.
Which
Okay, so-
technique will you use for the endgame puzzles?
Could you say that again?
Which the most important technique in this position for you? Calculation technique.
Calculation. I mean, I would say candidate moves.
Candidate moves.
Yep.
Yeah. So in the end games, the most important technique is visualization. It means you simply know what will happen at the end, and you just know what is your position at the end. You don't try to get you don't try to calculate candidate moves. You visualize what can happen after, let's say, 10 moves.
Okay.
First you check, can you find it, right? Like an example, yeah, it would be candidate idea to to close e file, yes, to promote your pawn with the knight and the king, but this is also candidate idea, but it's kind of visualization. You see, like an example, how do I see it? Yes, I see king on d6, nine on e6, and if he plays, let's say, rook h8, I play knight f8. If he plays rook a8, I play knight d8. So I will try to close the file with the king and the rook, yes, and also maybe I can do some tricks with a pawn too. But I'm not trying to calculate. This is important. So you can continue to think in this way. It's yes, it's candidate ideas, but you're trying to see visualization. And next techniques, uh, which is the most important technique? Second one, guess. Let's say visualization candidates ideas. Yes, it's right, not wrong. Second technique, which is the most important to solve this puzzle quickly? Guess. You already solved the puzzle. Okay, I know you already solved it. Why
No,
I was
I was
thinking
thinking about your question. An order, accuracy.
accuracy. Uh, mm, Maybe you are right, or maybe I am wrong, and you are right, and computer will prove it. But second important question: when you find winning idea, you find defensive idea. So second technique is prophylaxis. You find idea, play. Let's say king c5 d6, knight d4 e6 is winning idea. Yes, and you question yourself how what is main defensive ideas from the side of opponent. There sometimes one idea, sometimes multiple, and when you understand about defensive idea, you again find the way to prevent it. So usually I solve these puzzles quickly based on visualization and prophylaxis. It will save you a lot of time. Okay, but I want you to talk about concepts of candidate ideas. Let's come back to the basics. What are your candidate ideas, and how do you spot them, and why is it important?
Yeah, Stefan, could you give me a second?
Yeah, I think a second is enough for you to solve this puzzle.
Uh, no, I'll go grab something.
Okay, okay. Control the screen.
Okay, I'm back. So, first of all, I just have to look at the position of it. I have 3 pawns. I have a knight. My opponent has 3 pawns, and he has a rook. My king is active. Black's king is passive. That's 1 point. I have 2 passed pawns. I'm blocking his pawns. His rook can give me some checks maybe. Although I could probably just go to c5. And I guess my winning strategy here is to just push this pawn, or yeah, basically push this pawn. Maybe give up this pawn so that the king, so that the black king can't protect this pawn. A defensive resource for black would, I could see him maybe if I could put my king on c5, right? Just to go here and try to promote the pawn. He might give up one of his pawns to try and make his own queen. So that would be a kind of defensive resource.
Anything else? Just one defensive resource, one attacking idea. I mean, your thought process is great. Yeah, I'm impressed with your clarity. But can you spot more candidates' ideas from both sides?
Yeah, I'm thinking of them. Of course, if we're talking about candidate ideas, white has many. So, for instance, he can go here, and block the rook from attacking the pawn. that could help promote the pawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's one idea. Another would be, I could go here and then I could play g7. Oh no, no, that's not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because then black could just give up his rook, and he could start pushing his pawns. Let's see.
Do you see any tactical weaknesses? Any forkable squares?
Yeah, so what comes to mind here is obviously this move. So,
Yeah.
If I go knight d4 and he takes, I can fork and I'm winning here.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it when you just solved the puzzle. I have no doubts. What else? Which tactical weaknesses? I mean, what's wrong with my English? Show me more tactical weaknesses. This is one. C6 is forkable square. What else?
Hmm. Maybe something like, let's say I bring my king here, and I move my pawn up here.
Yeah, this idea exists. Okay, notice more ideas.
Yeah.
And you chip my idea. Yeah, your idea is this nice.
Yep.
I didn't see it. Yeah, great. More ideas. There is one more important forkable square I want you to notice. It's often the main point, forkable squares. With usually you scan double jumps for that, or triple jumps.
Well, I guess I could say a6, a7. And if in the case that the king takes, I could play knight d7, knight d6.
This is important, but you need to. What should you do when you see this idea? My question is. What's your first reaction? What your mind does when it sees a6, a7, knight d6?
No, I think it could be a possibility.
Yeah, that's great. Exactly. You need to just notice this is candidate idea. This idea exists. Otherwise, your mind grasp idea attached, and for the beginners, it's especially very important. Mind kind of, oh, I solved the puzzle now. But you know it's not gonna work most of the time if the puzzle is really good. That's why you just notice, but eventually you can check. Anything else? You are missing very simple thing which may make you to fail many puzzles. What are tactical weaknesses also? You don't notice very simple things. Yes, b5, d5, e2, and even c4. They are tactical weaknesses. I
Yes.
mean, b5 is not weakness, tactical weakness. You can just take it. d5 you eventually just can take it. c4 you eventually just take it. Rook on e2 when it moves anywhere is becoming tactical weakness. Not only on e2, but after rook e5, c6 is workable square. After rook e6, there is some ways to attack the rook also. So rook is not safe. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Um,
Which move you will calculate first?
well, I have to calculate the most aggressive move, and I think
Right.
um, that would probably be a6, 7.
Yeah.
Mm,
So why do you choose
very
the most
direct.
aggressive move first? Why is it so much important?
Um, well, practically speaking, if you're playing a real game, you want to see if you have a direct win, so you can save time. But also, oftentimes, the most direct moves are usually the most powerful.
Absolutely right. Yeah, it's very practical. First, it shows because if you create strong threat, opponent has just a few options, usually one or two. But if you play passively, opponent may have 5 or 10 options, and some of them may work, and you may easily miss something. That's and most likely, especially if you play against computer, you will miss something. There is some tricks which you are missing, and basically, if you play the strongest move, and statistically, yes, 95%, 95, I would say. I cannot say for sure, but 95, maybe 95, 99, the strongest threat is the strongest move. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess that
Yeah, now
brings me up.
we shut up and you just allow your brain quickly check lines.
Okay.
Okay, you can share a little bit your thoughts process now. What are you thinking about?
Um, yeah, I'm looking at A6 and I just can't can't seem to find something good for black. So I'll just show you, A6. There aren't that many good moves for black actually, because first
Which
of all,
move you are checking first after a6? Which is
yeah, I'm checking the most aggressive move for black, so that's rook b2.
what it does?
Give the check.
Okay, but you have out a threat after you remove your king. It's not really aggressive move because c8 is automatic threat after that.
Okay. I mean, there's
What is the
moves
most
like
important move? Yeah,
e4.
d4 is the most important move. Otherwise, it's not active move. Like only way blacks can make active move is d4. That's why you must check it first. Because rook e5 is not threat. Like if black can play rook e5, attack the horse, it would be fine. But rook e5 just promote the queen. So that's why d4 is the most important move in the position before you check anything else.
To me, it seems like I can simply take c takes.
No, that's
Um,
nice.
The problem with knight d4 is that black doesn't necessarily have to take this pawn. I guess you can play a move like rook e4, or well, a better move would probably be. Oh no, rook e4 seems like a good move. Or rook e3 or rook e1. And the idea is, well, the pawns here. And the idea is that you're not taking this pawn because then you have a fork. So instead, you're just keeping the rook in this place. And in a way, you're then restricting the movement of white's knight.
But is it not winning too? Like CD, I like. I mean, I didn't see CD.
Yeah.
You have two passed pawns in the center, and your king blockades uh, pawns, and it's most likely just easy win. Yeah, CD is, I mean, great, but I'm not sure about 94. I'm not sure 94 is also not winning. Yeah, but okay, it's probably like CD, very clear way to eliminate from my view. Like after d4, c takes d. You can check something, but it's two connected pass pawns. There is not much to check. Like you just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, very easy to eliminate. Knight d4 is maybe a little bit tricky. So d4
Yes.
is
Like.
eliminated. Yeah. What else
Mm.
he can do? In this case, there is no active move.
What was I thinking?
What can be defensive idea? How can you? Oh, this is quite very cool concept, and maybe I mentioned it, but yeah, I probably mentioned it, but I'm not sure you understood it without enough examples, and this is very powerful concept. Uh, how can you create? How can you fight for initiative in this position after a6 as black? This is very cool question. Like if you cannot play d4 and you cannot play king a7, attacking moves, how can you still fight for initiative if you don't have attacking moves? What a nonsense question.
I could play some helping moves like Rook e5, maybe.
Rook e5 or to dust?
Although it's an empty threat.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's nothing. Yeah,
Okay, but I was thinking
this
if
one
I
is
go
also nothing.
this one, like if I go if I go king c5, it actually might be better for me because even though the king is closer to, even though my king is closer to his king, there are also like more ideas of
Yeah, this is
putting.
interesting. Yeah, definitely interesting. Cool. What else you can do? Like one more move, which can be, which can
Okay,
be cool in this position.
rook e1,
Rook e1 potentially,
more distance.
yeah, potentially skewers rook b1, rook e1, but it doesn't work
Yeah.
practically. Yeah.
Okay. There is prophylaxis I can play.
Yes, king e8 is a
Yeah.
brilliant move because it's prophylaxis, and the idea how do you fight for initiative. I explained to you this concept. If you overprotect, prevent his threat. Yes, he doesn't have a7 with it, which is check, which is obviously very powerful threat. That means he doesn't have threat in the future. And if he doesn't have threat, it means when he makes improving move, you can create threat. So overprotection or prophylaxis is often the way you can fight for initiative, because the moment your opponent doesn't have threat, you can create your threat. This is this concept I wanted to share with you, and this is good example of it. But this is just this idea just exists. I actually like your idea rook b2 rook e2 more because it's active, it's more aggressive.
Mhm.
You need to check, of course, first rook b2 rook e2 and find very clear win, and after that probably a6 king a8, and probably there are no more moves in the position.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just think, because It's something to calculate only. What is your thinking process now? Share some ideas with audience.
Okay, so a6, rook b2, king c5, rook e2.
Mm-hmm.
Here, if I play a7, he can play a8.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unclear if I can break through. Like, for example, if I take this pawn, then simply he can try to
Mm-hmm.
But basically, his idea is that if I get rid of this pawn, if I get rid of the c3 pawn, then it's a very easy draw, because
Yeah.
I can always just sacrifice my rook for the pawn, and it's not going to be a winning endgame
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
white.
yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
So
You
yeah,
see defensive idea. I didn't notice, like, when we just started to solve this puzzle. I asked you to list out candidate ideas, and I saw one idea which you didn't notice, and I didn't say it to you, not because I wanted to hide something from you, but I uh, I just didn't think it's relevant. So on the surface, which candidate idea, just by visualization, you may miss. How to, I don't know how to give you a good hint. Well, like, one of the winning ideas is interpret the file, right? With let's say, was the idea was king c5 d6, 94 96 or 97 96, something like that. If any another way, just give you strongest hint.
interfere with the pawns. I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean, example, king c5, king d6, 94 96. It doesn't work because there are before d4, right?
Yep. Well, I was actually thinking that here, if I play king d6, it might actually work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because if he plays if he plays b4, I think I can take, and like something like c4, I can play this and give up the pawn. Or no, well, yeah, I can give up the pawn in that case.
Yeah, it may work too. Yeah, yeah. It may work too. But just one more interference, which is quite obvious as interference of e file.
Of e5.
Yeah.
Knight g7. Well, I talked about that. Knight g3, e4.
This is great. You notice something, some visualization trick, because that's not what am I asking, but I didn't see e4 square because there is rook and pawn, and if you can see it, it's already very advanced level. It's very useful to see e4 square as interference, but which else? I mean, hello, there are no many squares.
e3.
Of course,
That's,
yeah, e3, yeah.
okay.
That's I noticed from the very beginning, e3 square, but I did not share it with you because I wanted to trick you. Yeah. The idea is king on d4 doesn't allow d4, and you create threat 93. And if she plays rook e6, you can take king d5 with the tempo and come back to blockade b pawn. Yeah. That was the one of the ideas, but I'm not sure it works in reality. You need to check it. And basically, his defensive idea is the same: to push d4 before in the right moment. After king e8, nothing changed. Like rook b2, rook e2, or just king e8, basically the same, I feel. But the point is, which you may miss, you won't already, but it's very important because If you in the puzzle mood, you can just miss it. You simply can grasp all the pawns. Grasp b5, grasp d5, grasp c4 as tactical weaknesses, and simply push c pawn and win the game. Yeah, this is yeah, kind of problem. This is, I mean, if you're not aware of this glitch, like you don't notice simple things as tactical weaknesses as potential objects, you notice it few times in few puzzles and you will never miss it again. Like notice c4 as tactical weakness, let's say. So you understand you can just win pawns and win the game, and after a few times you will never miss it. As always, if you whatever you train enough. Okay, are you ready? Do you think
Am I ready?
A6 is winning? Or should you check anything else?
Is a6 necessary? That's the question. Because it seems like if you want to play this, or if you want to do this, then maybe a6 isn't the best because it's closer to the black king. So there are times when black king just
this is one concept you may miss from the side of understanding. Look, now his rook cares about the 7 pawn, right? He doesn't allow e8. What else can blockade the pawn? Simple concept.
The king.
Yeah, the king. So oftenly we want to blockade with the king and activate the rook. And you basically want to restrict these options always. I mean, maybe I'm wrong from the side of puzzling, yes, but practically you want to restrict his pieces and create advanced pawn because he cannot, he doesn't have options. Like you don't want in real game, you don't want to allow king c7, king d7 and activate the rook. Let's say king blockade e pawn and rook blockade a pawn, and it's already very unclear.
True.
Okay, come on, let's go, take risks. We can't, because for video we cannot do it forever. Yeah, for me I don't see till the end and all the tricks myself, but I believe we will get lucky. He played king a8, yeah, okay. But by the way, nice prophylaxis move. Nice way to fight for initiative.
Yeah, let me think here. Is it really bad to just take, let's say, this position where
But it's dead draw. It's absolutely dead draw. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically d4 b4 you need to be aware of these two, right? There is no more tricks, only b4 d4, looks like. And you need to prevent them, otherwise there is d4 b4. So, I mean, logically, if before d4...
Okay, king c5 is logical.
Yeah,
logical.
it looks like only move, because otherwise d4, b4, right? You prevent both.
Okay, so he goes
which
Rook
is
e6.
weird.
I think the idea is to prevent like your formation.
Yeah, but
Um,
what is the point? Like, I mean, now she gave up the pawn with the tempo, and is there any trick?
sure.
Oh, maybe. Really? Wow.
No, wait.
That's great one.
I mean, he might be just giving this up so he could open the D file.
No, no, no. She
Or,
wants to trick you in a very simple way.
yes. Okay. This.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
very unpleasant trick. Dirty trick. Dirty computer trick.
Let's see. Can I just give away a move? Is it 6-1 or no? Or can you just go here?
Yeah, but your king is on c5, yeah. I mean, it's kind of weak from d4 before, but maybe it moves on. Maybe you are right.
Mm,
But it zooms on, right? I mean, I don't see move like a7 and what? Why is it not winning?
well, can't he just go here? Okay.
Yeah, but then his rook is not like he still has idea of rook e7, right? And before. Ah, yeah. But then king d4 and rook e6, king d5, rook e7. Still rook e7. Oh, okay, okay. I don't understand anything about chess. On this tricky.
Wait. Can I just take, wait, take.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes here. Can I just push like this? He makes a queen. I go here.
Whoa. This one is nice, but it's draw.
Yeah.
But the pattern also I want you to notice like one pattern because I solved maybe a week or two ago one very complex puzzle, yeah,
Yep.
and I couldn't solve it. But the point was I could under promote my to the knight, and I didn't see it. The knight was stronger than the rook because stronger than the queen because queen was in the corner, blockaded by own pieces, but knight could jump out. And the pattern is you need to check under promotions with each move. Like now, e8 knight is unnecessary, yes. But if you train your
Yep.
brain enough times, e8 knight, e8 knight, e8 knight, you basically after a while you will never miss under promotion in any super complex position. Yeah, that's why I after you push all this all the way there, b8 is b8 knight. You have to check, but of course it doesn't work. You can checkmate with two knights, but this is very powerful. Yeah, and your candidate ID is very strong, even if it doesn't work. Like it's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you want to get at the end? Let's come back to visualization.
I want to block this pawn. Block the rook from taking this pawn.
Can you checkmate him? His king is in the corner. Like your initial idea. Is it totally
Yeah.
impossible? Oh, I think I got it. This one is tricky.
Is it like, you know, you give this up, and you just decide to protect this pawn?
No, it's too complex. I think I got it, but yeah, it's there is. Oh wait, maybe not. This, this, this. Oh, it's also not. I was thinking king d4 and this is duke zone,
Yeah.
but it doesn't work
Those
because rook e4, and we come back
before.
to the same position. Yeah, rook
Can I
e4
take?
and rook e7. It's the same like king d5, rook e7. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay.
But the a7 is improvement, right? I mean, you move pawn more. It's good to push p. And after he plays like rook e2, rook e1, how can you improve the position?
Let's see. I mean, if he just goes here, I just go here. Because if he takes, like, that's the idea that I had. And he goes here, then I just go knight d4.
And rook e7 doesn't work, yeah? It doesn't work, yeah. Knight is perfectly cutting the king, and knight e6 is the threat. Looks like winning. What could go wrong? Your idea is simply play knight d4, knight e6. King d6, knight d4, knight e6. He actually should play rook e1, otherwise rook is under attack after knight d4.
Wait, so if I go here and he goes rook e1,
Yeah, king d6 your idea?
he takes.
d4, knight d4, yeah. And still knight d4 blockading the king. His king has no squares. Is there any additional trick she can do? don't see it.
Let's see it. All right.
Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe there is something, but
Should we just play on a7 now?
is there any another way to improve position except a7? I mean, you cannot move the king. King d5, rook e7, king d4, rook e4, rook e7, king b5, d4, king b4, d4.
Yeah, I can't move knight either.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There is no another move.
yeah, a7 is the only move. Like by elimination, maybe you could say. Oh.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably king d5 is winning just by a precise calculation somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't defensive. By the way, very powerful pattern. A very powerful pattern. I mean, it's kind of we were thinking about prophylaxis, and we found defensive idea, and yeah, the question we're asking, usually we train like decision making script is, can I allow it and win anyway? We should check more. That's basically how do we train to take decisions after we see prophylaxis, and yeah, but you tried. I mean, your thought process was right. But 97 is only move.
Yeah.
Right?
97. Yeah, clear.
And what's the idea? CB is only. I mean, can we play?
Could I take this? No.
BC and King A7, right? No, CB is only move again. Like,
No.
wow. What's wrong? What's wrong with us? Knight c6. Checkmate? Wait, checkmate was the idea, yeah? Checkmate was the idea. Knight d5, c7, a7 and win. King c6, king b6. Wait, just needs to find the way. b3.
Oh yeah, like this. Perhaps. But
95, b2. No, if he plays b3, we have c3 pawn. That's maybe trick to rabbits. Like after b3, d2 is blockading square, looks unrealistic. a4 is blockading square. Not really. Knight c8, b6, c4, yeah, not. Knight c8. No. Now knight c8? Like two rabbits probably, but I'm not sure. Already idea. People call it in English. In Russian, two rabbits.
let's just think here a bit more.
Like some crazy move like king c5, yeah, like clearly two rabbits. But it doesn't work. Knight c8, he cannot play b3, knight b6, knight c4. He forced to take b6.
This is the only, like.
Yeah, this is good setup. But there is check, b1 check, which you don't want.
Oh my. Oh. Boom. No.
But not b6, knight c4. b2, bc his idea after knight c8.
Oh wait.
What we're missing? This one is tricky.
No, no, no. Wait, no, no, no. Okay, if I go here and he takes, like he, wait, oh, no.
Yeah, this. I still don't see it. Wow.
No.
Wait, C6 is checkable square. There is maybe the knight C8. No, it's too slow. What can we message that? Maybe some trick with allowing him promote queen and no, it can't work. Oh. B3. Yeah, otherwise it works. Two checks, double check. Yeah, two checks wins to tempo.
What are you thinking?
King c6, knight d5, c7, b5, a3.
King c6.
King c6, b3, knight d5, b2, knight c7, king a7, or king b8, a7, knight b5, a3. Three checks actually to win three tempo. But it's hard. I mean, yeah, it's triple jumps, three tempo. Yeah, it's hard to see. It's very hard to see, and of course,
Yeah, wow, that's a wow.
Yeah, I mean there are many options, and we didn't see clear elimination before. But the point is triple jumps. Like sometimes there exist. I rarely see this pattern horse triple jumps. Rarely. This puzzle I want to save it, send it somewhere to endgames. Oh, I probably
wait,
didn't.
if takes, what happens?
There is probably checkmate. Wait, can be 695. No, wait. C2, 95, C1, C7, A7 was idea, and queen e6 mate.
Wow.
Yeah, horse and queen. But I'm more curious what. No, queen e8, queen e6.
Oh, right. I can just go here.
Yeah, by the way, I always miss checkmate and two checkmate and one when it's of puzzles.
Okay, so let's see why A7's wrong.
What is the rating of this puzzle? What was the
2991? Yeah.
Okay, almost tricky. Okay. What was wrong with our A7 move? D4.
Everything. Okay.
D4 and king takes D4, rook is no, king takes D4, rook E7 works, yeah.
I can just take. Yeah.
Oh, that's
We didn't see that. Oh.
Because we were thinking knight D6 and rook D6 is check.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is a cool defensive trick. Very cool defensive trick. Yeah. D4, king D4 in the knight D6. I mean, it's very strong prophylaxis. Yeah. So how we never miss this trick? Like we missed a horse triple jump. Okay, this is normal. Win 3 tempo to stop the pawn. This is easy. But this trick D4 and knight D6, rook D6 is check now. How should you name this in order to never miss it in the future? Do you understand? You want to create name for this pattern, to notice this pattern in next puzzles and make it easy for you to see and never mess it up. What is the name?
Well, I think we could. I don't have a exact name for it, but my idea, if you can understand, is whenever we like the mistake we made is that we thought that a7 was never takeable. So instead of like thinking in our minds a7 is never takeable, we can say a7 is never takeable if wait. Yeah, a7. Oh,
A7 is tactical weakness. It's even hanging here. D4 king D4 is prophylaxis, and yeah, X7 is never takeable. What's your idea? I don't have mine yet.
a7 is never takeable only when you can play knight d6.
Yeah, but it doesn't help you to see patterns. You don't always
But
have
I think
96.
if you have a condition like that, then you see that. I mean, it's easier to see that I can't play knight d6, so I can play a7.
I think A7 is tactical weakness. It's yeah, and we have to know it. Yeah, but the pattern is it's clearly prophylaxis here to prevent active prophylaxis maybe no. The name is very important here to see these patterns. To not miss it out before.
Well, you remember I said like when we put pawns, like when we move pawns, then
it's vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of times the king can just take, and
yeah, but it's hard to see all the line till the end instead. Yeah, but no, if you spot d4 like defensive idea, yeah, and no rook d6 is before is also a7. Before is also draw. Yeah. No, not only
a7, b4, a7. Well, because he can just take it anytime, I guess. Ooh. We thought here.
Is it not winning? Yeah.
Yeah,
but
you can just take it.
He just rook e6 and c2, c1 draw. Okay, there are many ways to defend it. Yeah, a7 is tactical weakness. We created weakness, by the way. But his trick with d4 rook d6 I quite like to prevent knight d6 check. Preventing fork. And the final trick I like with horse triple jumps with many tempos to blockade the pawn. Yeah, but we can think. The question is important, like the answer will appear, but important to think in this direction. How can you give name to this pattern to see this kind of tricks very quickly and never mess it up again. This is something new for me. Yeah, very good puzzle. And from puzzles we do not solve, we can learn way more than from puzzles we solved. Because when you solve puzzles, there most of the time you just train only patterns recognition. You cannot create new patterns. When you fail, yeah, you can find something new, which is really, really important. Okay, so...
Yeah. Should I send this position? Should we have a study? Or?
Yeah, you can send it to study. Yeah, you can create a new one. I usually create on games studies and focus on the tricks we can miss. Yeah, focus. I mean, I want to create studies. We not all the positions, but only positions which our brain ideas which our brain doesn't see. So you can name it brain glitch, yeah, or tricks we miss, because I want to find more positions where people do not see something.
Yeah. So what did we miss here? I guess we missed that.
Horse triple jump, it's very common, and we miss prophylaxis. Uh, yeah, prophylaxis maybe checkable square can call it. Yeah, like 96 was checkable square. I don't have better name now, but we can create it. We can improve.
Okay.
Yeah, checkable square is like will help you to see many positions. Like when you create name, there is zillions of checkable squares. Yeah, and
Oh,
also
checkable for.
the low maneuver like 95 C7 P5 A3 also based on the checkable squares. This can help to understand chess better.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want
All
to
right.
play one more game before we finish and show people your skills?
Okay. I'll play one game. Um. sh- should I play a 10-minute game?
Yeah, great. I will take notes and give you some ideas.
All right. Okay. This is what I play. I play C5. I like to play the dragon. Okay. Smith Mora. Here I take usually. And I believe it's G6 that I normally play. Okay. Okay, Queen B3. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is fine. Something like this. Okay, E6 or knight H6. I'm just trying to quickly develop. Here I can play knight F6, but well, I should probably just play safe. Yeah, this seems good. Okay. Six in here. Castle I can also go here, but doesn't seem like knight G4 does much. I have a pretty good position. Okay, he's trying to play E5. I can just play knight G4 and do this, block the pawn. That would be a good idea. You can also go. Well, no, that seems like it. You can also go queen a5. But I think this is a better idea because queen a5 to, I don't know, the queen can be harassed maybe. This just seems safe and just positionally improving. Okay, what moves can I make? I can exchange and have a really good knight on d4. That seems pretty powerful. And I don't know how he'll prevent me from doubling his pawn structure. Yeah. Let's just check a bit. Yeah. Doesn't seem bad. Alright, do I have to take? No, but seems like a no-brainer. Okay, bishop e6. Let me check. Bishop e6, I can also play bishop h3, but that doesn't do that much. Just want to connect my rooks as quick as possible. So, probably play this next move. If he goes queen a4, I can go queen b6, just target this. Maybe if he plays this, then just take. Can I go b4? Yes, but I don't have to. I can also play. No, okay. I'll play this. Just connect my rooks. I have two bishops. I don't need to prove much to him in order to win here. Okay. He's trying to double up the rooks, and I think I'll do something similar. Yeah. Simple chess. And his queen is also not feeling very safe here, all of a sudden. So I wonder what he will do. Yeah. Okay, he plays this move. I guess it's fine. I'll go back because queen c7, knight d5. Oh no, could have played queen c7. Yeah. But okay. Right now. c4. Let's go here. I want to protect this pawn. And 95 seems pretty good, but I think I can take and... Even though I'm giving up my bishop pair, I have an extra pawn. Then I start opening up my rook file. Do I have to take? Does seem like I do have to take, so. Okay, I can just strengthen this. Okay, I can also go a5. He's moving quickly. I want to play b5, but my rook would be hanging. If I go here, then I can't push b5, so why not go here? Yeah, why not? I'm at 4 minutes, so it's mostly instincts from now. But okay, so you plays a good move. I can just go here. If he goes b6, queen c6. I'm happy to trade. I'm up a pawn, and then he has a backward pawn. Okay, he does this. Interesting. This is a hard one. I think I'll keep the bishop. Risky, but it's alright. So if I take, then he takes. My pawn is a weakness. I thought I could trade everything and then play queen c1, queen g5, but then he just takes my queen. That's unpleasant. And here, now I have to open rook file. I can do this, I think. So, I could start trying to attack the king. bishop f4. I have some d5 ideas. Now I do have something like this, because if I go here, I can play rook c5. And rook c5, of course. I'm just trying to attack the king. And his pieces don't look very coordinated. All of his pieces are actually kind of hanging. Okay. You know what, I'll just improve my position like this. It doesn't do any harm, and we're preparing for this. Now I can start, doing this. And maybe takes. This. Anyways, I'm just trying to... I just want to play queen d7 and queen h3. But if the queen is on a4, then he's not going to allow queen d7. So b5 might be a good idea to free up the d7 pawn, the d7 square. Okay, he plays this. Interesting. Can I just take? I don't want to trade, so wait. If I take. Oh, interesting. But can I go here? Yeah. Okay, I'll go here. If he takes, I just take. I have double threat. Okay, I take like this. It's fine. Although he does have this, I do have this move, perhaps. Okay. I'm allowing him to take, but I feel that my pieces are more coordinated. His king is open. Although I am weakening my king a bit, seems like my pieces can help that. Damn, I'm a bit low on time. Oh, okay. It's okay. I'll stop saying things because it will waste my time. Could have also gone here. Yeah, I could have immediately gone there. And I don't know what he would have done, but King d6 is also not bad. Knight rook d6. I mean. What the? I'll go here. Actually. It's not allowed g4. It's really tricky for him. Or maybe not. Maybe not. No. Okay, he's just outplaying me. He can also take. Okay, I guess I can do this. Something's going wrong. Okay, I think I was on time. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, very good game.
Yeah, I was just too slow and weakened my king a bit. Let's see.
Can you send this game to chess study? Because I want to draw arrows when I. Yeah, you can create new study and invite me.
Although I don't think I can stay longer.
Okay, so I can just give you quick notes, main things which you messed up. Okay, a little bit faster in the openings. So there are many moves you can play, and they're the same. I know you were talking, but you can just play faster, especially without increment.
Yeah.
In Smith Mora, I took a note which is G6. As I remember, maybe I'm wrong. Is not the best move, not the best setup. From the white side, white want to play something like bc4, queen e2, rook d1, and push e5. And it's very good if you play setup from the black side, when you always can put on e5 your pawn or horse. Usually, if you keep move e5 available all the time, it's very easy to play as black. You also need notice after e5, d5 square is weak. You need to overprotect d5, like h6, don't allow bg5, etc. But it's very easy play. But the main mistake which you can take out from this game, trade pieces, each trade is a threat. Like you had absolutely winning position, and basically you didn't have in your decision making idea you need to trade pieces, and that's why you spent too much time and made practically countless mistakes in this game, because you didn't have concept in your mind. You didn't have idea, you need simply trade pieces and easy win. Lead on the clock. Obviously, if you're faster on the clock, you will win many games, and yeah. f5 is potential. I noticed when your rook was on a8 and f8, at, you want to play rook a8 because f5 is strong sometimes. Queen a6, queen a6 was possibility to trade queens. You could double pawns after queen e6 ba, but it's also you trade queens. I mean, you had winning position, you have to trade pieces.
Yeah.
Next notes, practically very important for you was feel the balance of not playing super safe with advantage and where to stop play super safe. Sometimes you have advantage and you want to play safe turn, and this is not bad. But sometimes it has strong drawback. You have advantage and you play too safe, and and sometimes you need to feel okay. I need to play aggressively now, not stop playing super safe. And even most of the time, I would say, yeah, you can just aggressively crush your opponent. It's not bad at all compared to like an example of aggressive play here to push f5. Yes, you don't play super safe. You open your king, but you just go for the kill. And example of not playing aggressively, yes, which is normal. You just improve your pieces, trade them, trade rooks, trade queens, and win the game, which is the best way if you can. But at some point, if you notice, oh, things are not that great for you because you are playing safe. If you are playing safe, your opponent can create many threats. It's not good. You just can sacrifice material, an example, and fight for initiative, or you play it super safe and opponent improved, and you need to feel the moment and say yourself, I'm not even better. So now we start again, and I sacrifice something and activate my pieces, and okay, we start game from the scratch. Because if you don't do that, you will mess things up. I also noticed feeling the time or move. At some point, the less you have time, the more important just to move. It's, you know that, but I just remind you. A5 is tactical weakness and positional. When you play the A5, A5 you created hanging pawn, and you overloaded your queen because your rook will move somewhere, and your pawn is already hanging, and pawn is on the dark square. You don't want it. You basically want to trade rooks, you want to trade queens, and win the game. Game over. Like queen c6, or rook c8, rook c1, rook c2, whatever you can trade. Each trade is threat, and you win. This is the most important concept you can take away. Trade, trade, trade. That's just the best. bh6 was, I noticed, brilliant move, but bh6 with the idea queen c6 was winning, because his queen is out of check, and you always see trapping tactics very easily, but you did not see trapping trading tactics very easily, because this concept doesn't exist yet in your mind. You need to train your mind to see trades. It's very important.
No, I think I would have normally seen that. It's just,
Yeah, I mean that's brain glitch, but this glitch just says you need to see trades more. The more you train, the less you miss. And just move. I took notes. Also, at some point, you just move pieces as fast as possible. One more note. For some reason, I missed it. Play where you are stronger. You have c file. You have pawn advantage in the center on the king side, and you play a5 with the idea b5 or something. It doesn't make sense, because you simply can improve your attack on c file. Maybe consider to create pass pawn. Maybe a little bit soften, not attack the king, not necessarily trade pieces, but maybe a little bit hint on the idea you can attack king too, like put your bishop on f4, and maybe you don't want to play it, but maybe you are going to play e5, queen e7, queen h4, if his pieces are too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, just main points, but I would emphasize trade pieces. Very, very important pattern for you.
All right.
Focus on this for a week, let's say, or two. It will help. Okay, thank you so much for your wisdom. Yeah, and yeah, hope to see you again and solve some puzzles.
Yeah, thank you. I'll
Yeah.
see you on Sunday for me. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
day
Bye.
after,
Yeah.
day after tomorrow.
And
Right.
enjoy your
See you.
life, not only chess too.
Yeah.
Bye bye,
Thank you.
Sisa. Bye. Yeah.